Do 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 do. Whoa. Wah 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 wah.
You sound like one of my kids' lullabies.
And so we are back live with Raven's Purge, Forbidden Lands, and on our own channel for the first time. Welcome everyone. How does it feel? We've been gone for like a month to set everything up and all that stuff, so it's been a little while. And also we're now in Foundry instead of Roll20. We'll see how much that will become a challenge for us as we learn how to handle that properly. Though I think we've practiced a little bit at least.
It's been a while since I could roll my damn dice.
Exactly.
I apologize in advance.
That's fine.
Were you talking about the pre-screen meant that when you said it sounded like your kid's lullaby, it was the creepy music start of the Blood Mist write-up.
All I could hear was you singing to yourself, so...
Yeah, and I cut it off the moment the music started because it's like, segue.
Can't go wrong with some Blood Mist, or maybe you can. All right, let's introduce ourselves. We'll start with, as always, from left to right. So, Josh.
Yep, name's Josh, playing Raynor, the half-elf railer. I'd like to do all of the sorcerer things.
I am Jessica. I am playing Frida, the bloody demon slayer, Wolfkin.
Kill them all.
I am Michaela. I'll be playing Big, the little halfling with a lot of personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm B, playing Celestial Passage, our favorite druid, who has seemed to have overextended himself last game. Maybe we'll get myself back into position and slaps Brainard to keep things level.
Of course, you have to. Unfortunately, Chris won't be able to join us tonight, but I'm sure he won't miss anything, right? TPK! Oh my god! He's the only survivor. He's also in the mines.
Rocks fall, everyone dies, roll over.
I think I have that t-shirt on me. Anyway.
I have the same one then.
I'm not gonna... well, when it gets hot enough in the summer, I'm sure it'll adjust, because it's kind of cold in my basement. Anyway, as always, Hellhag Productions have made the overlays and the graphics and so on, except for the the slides for the intro, but I put them together.
It was a team effort.
It was a team effort, exactly. And she will also be doing like logos for our new channel and stuff, I think. But right now she's sick, unfortunately. So
that's happening.
Yeah. Nowadays, when we get the flu, we always have it like for weeks, and months, which is really annoying. Anyhow, This show is rated R. If Forbidden Lands was a movie, it would probably be like a fantasy western style, directed by Quentin Tarantino. So expect blood, people getting hurt, people being mean to each other and backstabbing each other, and so on. Because these are not just forbidden lands, they're also unforgiving lands. So there will be things like that. Be warned. Last session.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Mikhail.
Say.
I said I was going to say I have no filter in the mouth of a sailor. So
This is why we're rating it R. Not only. I think there's lots of reasons why it's rated R. For instance, I don't know, killing people who are lying in their sickbed, or burning people from the inside with your nefarious magic, or
exclusive content.
Yes. Things like that. Anyhow, last session you were exploring the Stoneloom Mines. This is like the third session we're on the Stoneloom Mines. There's a lot of mines in the Stoneloom Mines. Lots of.
Yeah, with Soren missing today, that means we've had 2 each between us. So
yes,
we're the 2 out of 3 team.
Pretty much.
And that ain't bad. So
that ain't bad. And there was a lot of things happening. First you spent a while. Who wants to do a synopsis?
there were imps, there were zombie dwarves, and there were saurians.
Yes.
And a creepy ghost girl, and a big blobby tentacle monster.
Last session, the heroic druid Celestial Passage finally entered the Stoneloom Mines to protect and hold his dear friend's morale together.
With his head up his ass.
On
As
the way
usual.
in, we encountered ant people and lizard people who were fighting each other to eat each other. We carved our way through those with our trusty dwarven sidekick to find a crazy dwarf who then tried to run away from us.
And did, in
Frida
fact.
broke the goddamn ladders on the second section climbing down. Thankfully, Frida knows to go last.
Yeah, the crazy dwarf got hurt by Big's singing, and then Soren tried some singing too, and that also hurt the dwarf for some strange reason.
Loud noises.
everyone's a critic.
Then we found our way down to near where our tokens currently are. Off to the left, there was a bridge broken with a large pit in the middle that imp creatures attacked us from.
Yep.
And then we amusingly leapt across it one by one.
Breaking
Celestial and I bravely lost feet.
Yep.
That was on the way back, because that's where we ran into the rest of the surviving members of the dwarven party behind a locked door.
Yep. In the
I
mushroom
don't
caves.
see losing limbs as a brave thing, but you did definitely lose feet.
After bringing everyone back up to speed, we exited and were accosted by several times the encounter of imps that we had the first time.
Yep.
As they swarmed me, Frida sought to protect me, and unfortunately we both suffered critical wounds. Apparently these were ankle-biting assholes, and we both lost use of one of our feet on a critical injury, which we are still currently bleeding from.
They ate my motherfucking toe.
Yeah, they did.
But we both fell. Big brought us back, started to bring us back to consciousness. I blew a lot of willpower to heal Frida back to full, and we won that encounter and have gotten to where we are now. There was also the riddle from the demon child.
Yes.
Blocked our
There
path.
was a mass of before you crossed into the mushroom caves, you had an encounter with that girlish voice who tagged
Big had an encounter.
Big and said, "You're it." with a
Big had an
tentacle.
encounter.
And-
I'll blame that for why it wasn't in my synopsis.
Yes.
Big had the encounter.
Big had the encounter. It was a tentacle coming out from the wall, basically, a crack in the wall.
It was impactful, okay? I'm just throwing that out there.
And then on the way back, when you just had crossed the chasm, there was a wall of flesh, and you had to respond correctly to a riddle, and you did. And then the girlish voice allowed you to pass. And that's where we find ourselves now. You are at the bottom of the escarpment. You're hoping to make your way back to the camp, basically. And yeah, we'll see how that's going to work out very
So
soon.
I say, when we find what we're looking for in here, we firebomb this thing.
Milwa is not going to oppose that at all. She is a bit curious about what you're looking for, but right now you're wanting to climb, I believe, the stairs. So, let's see now if I can. There we go. You can now
Go
move
last again.
your tokens.
Well, there's no stairs now. It's literally climbing.
The ladder,
the
yeah,
step.
you have to climb the slope. There is no ladder left because they broke last time. So, indeed.
The top ladder on the smaller section still exists. The middle
have
one
any
does
Yes.
Rope.
No, the rope
Yeah.
snapped when you were going over the
not. Yeah.
bridge.
So we've
last
got no
time.
rope left either.
This is just climbing, which means move. Now, there is the problem with that one wounded dwarf who can't get up. He's saying, "Oh, don't bother about me. I can take some of those devils with me if they attack. You should save yourselves."
Climbing.
But
It's a
the
move.
other,
The move.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
move. The other dwarfs will not hear anything like that. They want
Of
to,
course they're not.
of course not. They want to help this dwarf to get out.
They're strong. They can help him move.
That's very possible. They'll
How
definitely try.
tall is the how high is the cliff that we're trying to climb?
High enough to require a move roll.
But this one wasn't that difficult. It was the next one that's really going to be the problem.
No,
I'm
this
just
one is-
wondering if
this one is
Frida's
slightly
tall
higher.
enough to like lift him over her head and place him on the top shelf.
I think you can definitely help, but I wouldn't say
Let's
that
say we
she
can-
would be.
You can probably have you lift him over your head, and then a couple people laying down, reach down and grab.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just because she's so much taller.
Well, so Milwa and the other dwarves are basically going to start making their way up to this section here. I don't have an actual token for the wounded one because I don't really know how to mark it as wounded yet.
If you right click, there's aura, which has the aura icon actually.
Status effects.
Yeah, status effects.
Okay, then I can add another one.
We may want to move Soren.
Like so, and then an aura effect. Sleep, stunned, prone. I'll put it prone. No, not all of them.
They all are.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay,
I
we'll
think
figure it out
that's the one
eventually.
problem with replicating tokens.
Yeah. Anyhow, you're all sort of moving up there, one by one.
No, the GM will have to move Soren like the other dwarf. Like the green dwarf. Our scout friend.
So who's trying to get up this first?
Well, if there's no like ladder or anything that I can break, I will try to get up first. Or do we want me to go last so I can lift the dwarf up?
That could be an alternative.
Probably makes sense.
Okay. I will go last then.
So kind of Celestial
Who's going
likes
first?
to move it.
Should
I've
we have
rolled my move
Loom
it,
first? Or one of the dwarves? You're gonna have to make some kind of chain there to get the wounded dwarf up. That's the tricky bit there.
That's why I was going to the top first. Because with my 2 successes, I can at least make it up. I don't know if Peg Leg Celestial Passage will be able to help much with the carry work because I'm not tall or strong.
Right.
I just failed mine.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you failed yours? Are you
Yep,
gonna
I'm
You
push?
get
push.
no success. Yeah.
Can
Oh,
I
okay.
assist to your push? Kind of like
Can I
push you
move
up.
them?
Yes, you can, Frida. You give him a skill die for helping.
You can add a skill die on your push, I guess, if it has that option.
So, Foundry Fund. How do I push? Oh, never mind.
Mm,
Do push.
That does succeed. No, wait. You are. Because it's one die too many there.
No, because it kept the
Oh,
it keeps
kept
the
one.
injury.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So that
It
means that
keeps
you
the
now have
fail any injuries.
2 points of damage to your dexterity, your agility, and you did succeed.
I like it because it makes sure that you don't forget in case a whole bunch of rolls happen how much
Yeah.
damage you actually take.
Yeah, this is true. So basically, you have hurt your something. What happened?
He's an old man.
Yeah, probably Brainer might have
Oh.
rolled his foot or some variation thereof.
Got one of
Herniated
Frida's
his back.
claws in his butt.
Oh, my
Sprained
back!
himself.
I was trying not to stink onto that claw.
And then maybe got caught a little bit on the ladder and an old nail, and it just rips
Yep.
a bit more there. That makes sense. Who's next? Big want to go?
Yeah, let me.
I mean, or not.
I-
Take a roll for Soren.
I think I dropped my character sheet, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get it back.
The 3 meeple token on the top, on the right, and then
Yeah.
adventures folder, and double click yourself.
There we go. There we go. Move. Yes, this is going to go really well. I can already tell.
You did.
Well, you made it.
That's a success.
You
That's all
didn't
you
push, so you're not hurt.
It did actually go really well.
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate that. Okay, well, that works.
Put your token up there. There we go. I can roll for Soren if... Yeah, because nobody else can access the sheet, I bet.
We can observe it.
Yeah. So, move. Roll. That worked fine. No, it didn't. That's a fail.
I mean, it's definitely a pushable roll, though.
It is a pushable roll, so I push it by pressing push, I guess.
Huh.
Still didn't work.
How-
That's it.
I will lift Soren up and.
You have to say these things before I roll, because I
All
can
right.
because that way I can add the skill die. Don't know if I can add it in retrospect.
No,
No.
not yet.
But this has some interesting results. Should I re-roll with that extra skill die, or what do we do? Because in
Well, he's still gonna get up there, so he would have to try again, wouldn't he?
yeah, he's still
we have
no.
to
Well,
get him up
this is I can tell you what's going to happen. But if I have to roll with your extra die there, I can add a modifier of +1,
Yeah.
and then I will have it like this,
Oh yeah,
There we
just like
go.
that.
and that succeeds.
Ironically, though, on a base die.
Yes. So I
But hey,
suppose I
extra
should
dice,
say it
extra
didn't
dice.
succeed, but I can push it now and then we'll see if the extra skill die succeeds. That is a fair compromise, I think.
Sure, you're the GM.
And it didn't. But I'm gonna say that since the first roll didn't carry any skulls on the base dice, he doesn't get any wounds. So that failed. You're trying to get him up there, and he's trying to climb up little by little, and then he grabs onto something on that side. It's a protruding nail, something else, and he yanks it a little bit, and then crash, and there is. It starts shaking. It just starts falling down. It's a rock slide, and it
Oh,
sweeps
great.
everyone down. There's just dust everywhere.
He found the one load-bearing hammer python in the
Yep.
wall.
And it's just absolute mayhem. Let's see now if we can do. Like that. Maybe does that work?
So does everybody else fall down, or is it
Yes,
just kind of
everyone
fall
falls
on
down.
Thorn and I?
The entire thing is just dust. Everyone falls down to the bottom of the hill.
Including those that made it above the fall.
Yep.
Well, on the bright side, I did figure that there had to be another spot.
Exactly. And this is the dust that makes it really hard for everyone to see.
All the way down.
Yep, the torches, of course, also go out. So you'll have to...
Make another torch roll.
Yes. Once you can see anything again. I do like the special effects, I have to say.
Raining indoors is kind of weird, though.
Yes, this was just to get the dust.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go. It will clear eventually once you light a new torch. Now, there is coughing from just about everyone because of this enormous cloud of dust. And you will hear people go, oof, everyone, are you okay? Everyone seems to be fine. You haven't actually hurt yourself. But you are down there now. And now it's too steep to get up.
And thinking that this injury would slow down my movement.
Well, I mean, it hasn't affected your ability to climb, but yeah, here you are, down at the bottom of the escarpment. It doesn't look like this anymore. It's just one really steep slope all the way up, and all the rocks are super loose. You can't get up.
Yeah.
Forcing us to go further into the cave.
Yeah.
Dwarves, pick yourselves up. Let's go.
Well, that solves one problem. We can still carry our friend here, they say, and start doing so. But, and Milwa now walks up to you. Listen, you have risked your lives for us, and we will not forget that. But we also saw that two of you got very hurt in that last fight against the demons, the flying demons. Let us go first.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean, no?
That's not who we are.
Yeah, no.
We appreciate the offer and the solidarity.
One of the dwarves
Brainer's
trying
actually stepping back and letting the dwarves go forward.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Brainer always fights from the back anyway. That's fun.
Two of the dwarf warriors want to
Join
place
the front
themselves a little bit ahead of everyone else. Maybe they're just that level of reckless. Who knows?
Frida will
They do
literally step
have-
out in front of them and be like, no. Not how this works.
Or one of you
Milo
can take
will-
my spoppy side, Frida.
Okay.
We'll still be. Don't block us off from Frida. Frida needs to be able to reach us.
I suppose Soren will be fine with not being right up ahead of everyone else. Two of the dwarfs will be carrying the wounded one between them, and then there will be two dwarfs in the back, sort of bringing up the rear.
I imagine Soren would be mumbling something about not being paid enough for this.
Probably, yes. By the way, do feel free to roll for torches again, those of you who are carrying those.
We did.
They
Oh, did you? Oh, yes, you did.
Alright,
Josh,
the passage
yeah,
roads,
you
yeah.
did indeed. 3 minutes ago. So you have new torches. And so, you will have to get deeper into this place.
Yay,
Zombies,
more zombies and imps.
Switching maps again.
Oh man, more ladders. Bane of our existence.
Yes, more ladders.
Token vision
Token vision.
Oh, you don't have a token vision again?
for Jess. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the same thing. Because she should have token vision all the time. For some reason not. There you go.
Here we go. Now I have token vision. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Might also be an interface thing.
Yeah,
Partially.
partially.
Because mine updated and like I am a light source. A little bit of one anyway.
Right, so who's gonna get yourself down there? This is basically what you find as you march on
This
through that
time I
tunnel.
will
It's-
let them go first, only because I am large and heavy and tend to break ladders.
That's
Rainer's going to take the opportunity and probably be the first one down because he really doesn't want to take any more agility damage.
This is probably a good idea. Hold on. Just a second here. I just need to orient myself a little bit in my materials before I...
His dark materials.
Yes, my dark materials. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Yeah, this is basically you can't really see the bottom at first. The torch just won't penetrate that far down in the darkness. And yeah, the ladders do look, a bit rickety as you move down it, but they seem to be holding up nicely enough. You can hear, as you're moving down, it sounds like a bell further down.
Ah, it's weird.
One of those
I take a deep sniff in. Can I smell anything through the must?
Not really. Your nose is so just,
Overpowered.
yeah. It is, however, rather warm down here.
That's not good.
Geothermals, it's fine.
Exactly. The dwarf warriors are making their way down one by one as well. And as you keep moving down there, you will hear the sound of a familiar voice.
I know you want to play with me.
It's not like there's much option.
Sheer cliffs or,
Why don't you show yourself? I have toys.
That's an interesting response.
Frida's tired of playing games.
But
Clearly.
at the same time wants to play the deadliest game.
She's cocky. She's killed, 3 demons at this point?
She has, yeah.
This is
Are
just
you
another
trying
thing
to manipulate her? This voice?
I
To
guess
come
you
out
could
and
call
play?
it a manipulation. She would
Hey,
tilt.
she's not
could-
on the up and up.
She technically does still have one of the little figurines she whittled for the little girl at the encampment.
But
Yeah.
that's not what you meant.
No, it's not. Sure, let's call it a manipulation.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Apparently, she hasn't responded to you yet. On
That's
that.
okay. You know what? Maybe I will push that just for fun because I
Okay.
need willpower.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, so from one of the cracks in the mountain, tentacles and flesh start emerging. And I don't have anything better to show that with than this, maybe.
It's only the sink area that's on camera.
And it's starting to stretch
Yeah,
out
I'm just
towards
saying, could you get dressed? Do you know what
you.
the bathroom it looked like?
Yeah, well, I wasn't totally sure. So here it is.
No, I mean literally the sink. Like your desk area. It's the camera's at this angle.
I know, but I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So I guess we should roll initiative? Or what are you doing? Are you fighting
Oh,
her, or are
we're-
you just talking to her right now? So far, she's not doing
Um,
anything aggressive. She. Why am I saying she? It's flesh and tentacles and cartilage
Brainard
that's
wants
just
to give you a hot
undulating in the torchlight.
What's I'll talk for now because
Mhm.
she's not being aggressive yet. What's your name?
I haven't actually recorded that as a line.
the holes in your plan.
I know. My
When
name
the
is
fighter
Marga.
decides to do dialogue with the demon, go figure.
Well, it's not just that. It's like, this is the most basic thing that could be asked. Yes, of course, the fighter's going to ask it.
My name is Marga, she says.
Marga.
And
Brainard,
some
do you know a
tentacles are coming
Marga?
out. Hmm? Say again?
I'm asking Brainard if he knows a Marga.
Roll lore.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Thank you. I don't know how to add the extra
No, like-
die though.
Like Brainard can roll it like he likes to,
Oh.
and just add
Yeah.
the extra
Brainard,
dice
roll the lore
by
for me.
adjusting his skill dice.
The
And I'm adding a
dwarves
gear?
right now are absolutely
Skill.
panicked.
No, but okay. Am I just rolling a straight lore?
Lore plus one for health from
Yeah, because you can change that number.
Yay. So I
Where's
will
your gear die from?
From the
Take-
+1 from someone else?
Yeah.
You can. It's
What?
okay. Normally skill.
Oh,
take
okay.
the little wooden toy out of my bag and hand it to the tentacle.
That's awesome. Interesting. Yeah, the tentacle starts to handle it. It's kind of splits in two to look at it and feel it, and you can see
Oh,
that
that's
like it's
unpleasant.
wrapping it one tendril of flesh around it.
How long have you been here, Marga?
I don't know. A long time.
Why are you all by yourself? Where's your parents?
Oh, I'm not by myself. My mom is here too.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name? Don't you know my mom's name?
Rainer backs up at this point. I don't care if I accidentally. Sorry.
So you can't. The game is paused. Your token is
Oh,
paused.
game is
I
paused.
can allow you to move. Hold on.
What's your mom's name?
Don't you know my mom's name? My
No.
mom is the Great Martia.
Rainer
One of
steps
the
back from the black
greatest
ooze.
sorcerers ever.
Really? You might know where what we're looking for is. We came to find something.
You came to find something?
Yeah.
It's now getting pretty hot and muggy in here. Not at all cold like in other parts of the mine.
That's unpleasant.
It's a big, pretty red stone. Do you think you could help us find it? Or no, this one was a different type of stone. What type of stone was this one? Was it a
Separate-
ruby?
It was a big red, yeah. Ruby.
Was it a
Still
ruby?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big, pretty red stone. Could you help us find it? It might be attached to a big scepter.
She's quiet for a while.
I'm sure
this a
that your
treasure hunt?
mother would be very happy about it.
Yeah, just like a treasure hunt. Could you help us with our treasure hunt?
Are we gonna play then? I want to play with you. And then there's another tentacle coming out and touching Big.
We can be friends. Just, keep your appendages to yourself,
Big's not really good with touching, but that's okay. And I kind of pet the tentacle.
Please come and play with me. I have no friends.
I've been alone for a long time.
We could be your friends if you help us with our treasure hunt.
Folks, this isn't a great idea. Brainer is continuing to push further back.
Michaela
I am
is-
sure if we had a treasure hunt, we could have a lot of fun.
Let's go for a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Says the tentacles. One of the tentacles is almost like it's shaping back into almost a head-like appendage with a mouth that just spontaneously grows and is now talking to you.
Yeah. This is great. I love it.
Oh, you're such a cute little girl.
Oh, your daughter is cute too. And it's kind of hovering close to Big.
Yes, we're the same age and super friendly for each other. We should just continue to play all the time.
You let's see now.
I will reach to hold Big's hand.
One of you will be able to see that Ulm right now, he has his crossbow and he's just kind of itching to go. Close enough to Celestial, actually.
Incidentally, your camera position interface is now messed up because I had to turn mine off. Someone was rummaging behind me and I didn't know how long they were going to be going.
Ulm is trying to he's raising his crossbow ever so slightly, ready to shoot the tentacles.
Rainer, if he's within range, will just basically put the hand out and kind of put it back down.
Yeah, he will do so reluctantly, but yeah, he will.
I will grab Big's hand as though she were my child to
Yeah.
make sure that the tentacles don't try to suck her into the wall.
The tentacles are coming out very close to Big there. Frida's a bit out of range from Big. There's just too many other people around.
Okay. I will specifically try to get closer to Big then so I can... And I will actually take Big's hand in one hand and I will reach to kind of hold the tentacle's hand like it were a child.
Yeah.
And very much just kind of play the mother role. Like, this is just a great game.
Super fun. Yay!
I don't know if there is a red stone with a... What was it you said?
It might have a big gold stick attached to it.
Gold
Or a pretty
stick?
stick. It doesn't necessarily gold.
Yeah, a big pretty stick.
Yeah,
I'll
we
see
get to
if
play.
I can find it before you. And then the flesh just withdraws into the cracks of the wall and disappears.
That puts everything on.
And then you can hear the
Go
voice
ahead.
again. Na 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 na. I'll find it first.
Oh my gosh, let's get the heck out of here.
Of course you'll get it first. You have free range of the mines. We don't.
Well, folks, that was possibly Zographer's child.
What do you mean possibly? And isn't Sigafur?
Yeah, Zographer, Zographer. Spelling.
The evil demonic sorcerer dude that destroyed everything?
Yeah.
He was like super evil?
Yeah, so let's not get buddy-buddy with the 400-year-old child.
Well, just because he was super evil doesn't mean he didn't just curse her.
Yeah. So now where you might you be going?
Well, there's only one way.
Yeah. There's only one
I
way.
went to the mine and
Everybody's scrambling down right now,
Deeper into the mines of Moria.
deeper into the mines of Moria.
That's all we
Brainer's
can do.
gonna open up that map for a second.
Hey, the demon thing might leave us alone for a while.
Milwa will come down as well. Ulm too. Yeah, they're all just kind of milling down with you.
So I think we should go down from here, based off what I can see on the map.
Yeah, 'cause down leads to the tunnel area that connects to the maintenance.
Yeah, this would be down. And as Frida goes down those stairs,
Oh, isn't over here the way to where the imps came up?
possibly, possibly not. It's a bit confusing sometimes. You can easily get turned around by the dark and the tunnels. But as Frida goes down there, you will, in fact, encounter water. The stairs are going down fairly steeply, and at one point, there's just a water line, and the rest of the stairs are submerged.
Great, it's muggy, it's hot, it's dark, and now I'm gonna smell like wet dog.
What do you mean going to?
If you go down there, your head will be submerged.
Big has that effect on people.
Well, apparently we can't go this way, because I don't swim that well.
Oh, shucks. Well, to the point of Celestial, we don't want to go to the other way. So that leaves us one path.
Now let us go and protect you. No? Are you letting
No.
them?
Yes.
Brenner is letting them. Celestial is not.
Yeah.
Rita is not.
Move the pawns ahead first. Let's do this.
Great, we're
Alright.
bottlenecked.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely a bottleneck.
I blame Brainar.
Hmm.
What should I have for a light radius if I'm carrying a torch?
I was gonna say you probably should have light.
Either that or Brainerd needs to get behind me.
Yeah.
Well, I was the other role for torch, so I was just thinking.
There we go.
Now my
Oh, hey, we're no longer bottlenecked.
oh look at all that.
Dwarves, what is this?
Ah, yes. You have come upon. Wait, probably because I clicked on Soren's token somehow, and I can't unclick it for some reason. Where did I do that? Where did all the dwarves go?
There's no light back there. You've lost.
Yeah. Well, the dwarves are coming with you at the very least. Yeah, that contraption is strange to you. What you can see there, it's let's see now, a large, strange mechanism, diagonally aligned screw that goes up into the ceiling on the left, and then right into the floor and through the floor. And there's two large cogwheels there. Maybe they power it somehow. There's a thick axle that runs out from them. Like so. Which goes right into the... basically, it's a shaft. You can see through the around here. There's a gap into a pit, basically, right down. Maybe it's the same shaft that you walked down in when you came from the entrance. Looks to be the same, but obviously you're much further down. And this shaft just stretches out across there, and you can hear water. Maybe it's 10 meters below the axle that's sloshing down there. The dwarves, of course, who are with you, will know that this is, in fact, a pumping mechanism. Milwa will say, "Oh, but this is how we pump the water out of the lower levels when there is flooding. If we can get this to work, we might be able to get rid of that water down there."
Does
How
it
do
look
we
like
make it
it's
work?
That's the question. The dwarves get to work and start looking around in this area. Let's see now. Can I borrow? I'm gonna borrow. Brenna
Yep,
is the
go
one
ahead.
with light, right? Because I need to
Yep.
see the dwarves again, so I can move into the right place. Okay, that was all I really. There we go. Okay, now. There we go. Now I can put them in the right spot. That was an interesting sort of turned me around there a bit. Yeah, the dwarves will all be coming in as well. Milwa and the other dwarves will set to work on trying to solve this as best as they can, while at least one or two will stand behind and watch out for the rear, if you will. And they will start trying to work on this. They're muttering to themselves about all the dang rust. But apparently their ancestors have been doing a pretty good job with this mechanism because it's not too rusty, and once they give it a good shake there, some things are starting to come loose. One of them, in fact, starts to climb out across this shaft. Starts to just mount it basically and climb out across, grabbing the axle and climbing over it to get across to the other side and start working on whatever mechanism is on the other side. Needs to bring a torch over there as well. That's a bit tricky. Maybe I need to roll a move roll for the poor dwarf. Let's hope he doesn't fail it too badly. You don't have any rope left. This is risky for the dwarf. I'm gonna push
I didn't
that.
feel it badly.
Eh,
You just didn't succeed.
Plus, it's only
True.
a 10-meter drop into water.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
exactly. Splash. It's gonna take him extra long time to fix this because he failed a move roll. It's still sturdy enough to hold on to the place, but it just will take that much extra time to solve this. And that might be a bad thing for you because time might not always be on your side in this case. In fact, let's see now. Is this the positioning everybody's having here? I think.
Looks like.
Well then. Around the corner. Saurians come moving. Ah! Saurians! The dwarfs cry out. And there's more than one. And they hiss and they cluck. So I suppose we should get ready for combat.
Unless Frida wants to, give them a good old haka.
I can roar at them. Sure.
So how do I do this again?
I get to use my might for intimidation, don't I? Yes.
You do? Yes. Oh, you're gonna intimidate them to run away?
Yes.
Well,
I
there's a
will roar
lot
at
of
them.
you. I'll give you that. And I mean, you
I will
outnumber them as far as you can tell.
Push.
So maybe they will, in fact, yield to your threatening. Ooh, you succeed.
Frida roars at them.
Wait, before
Howls.
yeah, because you might have some bonuses there. I'm gonna say it's +/-1. They're hostile and they want to attack you, but there's too many of you. So yeah, fair enough. You're just roaring and gritting your teeth,
You leave it out.
flailing with your sword, and the other dwarves are like standing there and waving their battle axes at them as well. They're met with all these. It's not just those 6 dwarves that they had maybe heard of before. It's now this towering wolfkin with a huge sword as well. And that's
a hand axe on her belt and a spear at her back and a
so that
Nearly
first
peg leg.
Saurian who has to move into that kill zone, which is a whole bunch of dwarves with hand axes, it just kind of starts backing up again and just holds the spear out. And maybe they remember what happened to their kin elsewhere in this cave, because they will in fact retreat with that roll. I did not see that coming, but why not? They are retreating out of the way.
Stranger things have happened in the Stoneloom Mines.
Yeah.
Yes, possibly.
I talked a demon down
You
with
did.
a wooden toy.
You did indeed. And you now scared Saurians off by just roaring and looking menacing. That, in fact, buys you time. And you might need that time. It takes... Oh, I'm going to have you roll for torches again, because this takes a while to fix the mechanism. Very good. And finally, you can hear ka-chung, ka-chung, and the cogwheels are starting to spin, and the screw is turning, and you can hear how it's sloshing somewhere a lot more than before. It's not terribly loud. It's if anything, it's very quiet for what you might expect. And yeah, it's now working on draining away the water. Milwa and the dwarves are looking up to you guys, and Milwa is saying, "This might take a while. We don't know how much flooding there is down there, but I mean, we're not going to be able to get down there until all the water has drained. And I'm not confident that we can move very far from here. Should we stay here maybe for a while, rest up and so on?"
Well, what's down this passage?
I wouldn't know.
Let's get out the map. It's crude, but there might be something there.
Let's have a look at the map for the viewers as well. There we go. So here you have the pump station.
So it looks like there might be a maintenance shaft.
Well, let's investigate.
Okay.
The dwarfs will go first. Because
No,
they are eager
no,
to.
they won't.
They're already on the way.
They can make sure the Saurians don't sneak up behind us.
Oh, they have a couple of dwarf guards there as well. Ulm is there too to cover things. Ah! Is this a competition?
I apparently can't move that way because I can't see far enough to
Ah.
not run into a wall. Frida's too big to walk down that corridor.
Is he?
Yes.
There. No, it's the position you're at. You actually have no line of sight in the hallway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to get on the same
Yeah, there you go.
diagonal. There you
There
go.
we go.
Because of how walls are, they're literally solid, so you have to position yourself as if you're
Yeah.
walking into the door. Nice hole in the wall on the way, though.
Yeah, that hole, that shaft there is, it's a shaft, to be blunt. You'll be able to see it right there, just next to where Celestial is, or was. That's basically a ladder going up and down.
Going up?
Yep,
Oh,
sure
how
is.
sturdy does said ladder look?
It looks like it anyway. Down here. But it's hard to see how far up it goes.
Some climbs you take on faith.
Indeed.
Okay, so
Are you
up or
up?
down?
Leroy! Up!
Frida will try to go up.
I want out.
I bet.
Well, that doesn't find us the gem.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
Well, the dwarves aren't terribly interested in finding a gem.
No.
We do need a place to rest.
You do.
Rainer looks probably the worst you've ever seen him.
Let's get out and take a break and get the dwarves patched up. They've been down here for God knows how long.
There might be dangers up above this ladder as well.
There's definitely dangers below it.
It's true.
Besides, maybe I can talk the demon girl into just giving us the gem. I doubt it, but maybe. Stranger things have happened.
Maybe she's waiting for us above us.
There you go.
You try that?
Highly
She
unlikely,
just wants to
but
give Big a hug.
No.
no, because Big's still it.
So who goes first?
Oh, Brainer gets on the stairs and goes down.
Okay. Brennar, roll a move.
Damn it, Brenner.
Oh, I gotta roll a move? This is gonna be excellent. It's either gonna
Those-
break me or make me.
Those stairs, that ladder is like cramped into the wall, and they are not steady.
Great. Alright.
They are dangerously shifting under you. Yeah, that's not good.
You know we could have just rested in this area, right?
I'll
Yeah.
assist you if you want to push by
Yeah,
grabbing
you
hold.
could probably grab him before he falls, because
Yeah.
the ladder is basically coming off from the wall.
There he goes, destroying our only way up.
So yeah, I'm gonna let Frida just grab you from there, and the ladder it's still there, but you can see that it's just rusted through on the hinges there.
Okay.
I suppose given time you could make a anchor piece to reinforce where it's supposed to be.
Given time.
Or the dwarves might have something that could be converted to. But
Well,
I can't help but notice this perfectly rectangular room
This is true.
with worked walls.
Yes. If you want to bring one of your characters back to the pump room again, so I can move the dwarves with you. There you go, so I can see them again. That's an interesting feature of this program, I have to say. Where did we go? There we go. There, thank you. Now I can. I don't want to mark. Yeah. As long as I have one of my NPCs marked and I haven't put like limited vision on them, it's all fine.
If you play with your with what your things are selected under the anvil,
Yeah.
sometimes it'll release the grab you have on a character, so you can go back to GM vision.
Yeah, I have to just get used to the interface.
Mm.
So yeah, everybody sort of piles into that little room, and I guess it's a good place to rest and just take a second, because you have to anyway, as you wait for the water to clear out, and it's going to take hours. In fact, hours indeed. So here is a good place for you to rest, if nothing else. You have The only really thing that happens during this rest is a moment when rats come skittering in, run around, really weirded out by the fact that you're here, and run out again. At first you're a bit worried about that, but anyone who wants to have a rest and heal up one of your attributes can do so. If you want to have a sleep, for instance, that's also possible, though one of you should be on guard.
I vote for sleep.
I'll stay up,
Alright,
at least for the first little bit.
yeah, stay on guard. You don't have to draw a scouting roll down here, because obviously there's only one place things can come in from, unless it's Demon Girl, perhaps. But I'm saying that sitting and being alert and alerting other people is going to be a very simple thing to do here.
I can't remember. My agility was down one. Was that a permanent thing from the
No.
wound?
No.
No, the wound only affects our ability to run.
Okay, then I will rest and heal that 1 point of agility. Alright, since we are resting, I'm gonna take a...
You are still sick, if I remember correctly, from
Yes.
the ghoul, which means that you
Oh.
can't actually
Cured-
recover
cured, but
agility
not
or
cleared.
strength.
Yeah. It should actually clear up soon, though.
Yeah, you get another roll tomorrow, which is after this quarter day.
I've cured her magically.
Oh, yes, you did.
Then I
Then
can heal it
you
up.
can heal.
Recover it.
Yes, then you can heal. My apologies.
That's fine. I couldn't honestly remember. It's been so long, so...
Yeah. you go.
Since we are taking a rest, I will be right back.
Indeed. Brynnar, how are you? What are you gonna heal? You're.
Yeah,
then you're
I
strength.
took agility because if I took one more point in it, these are all
Okay.
carrying around
enough.
either a dead man or a broken man. So
Yeah, you're still not feeling good. These mines have not been good for you.
No.
Soren will heal up his agility because that has been
Do you
hurting.
have any track that only has 2 wounds on it, Raynar?
pardon.
Do you have any track that only has 2 wounds on it other than the agility you're resting up?
Strength and wits are both at 2 damage each, plus my agility for 2.
Because I can restore any one of them for 2.
Oh, I wouldn't mind probably my wits or strength, either or, to be honest.
Considering what we normally need you for, I think your wits is more important.
Sounds fair to me. I got lots of willpower to spell out, so.
All right, so you're healing him with.
I'm gonna cleanse spirit to restore his wits. With my 1 willpower and being a...
Am I able to contribute anything with my mundane healing?
If you want to tend to Frida or my fatal wound, we still have a couple days. But...
Yes, that
Yeah.
you can do. You can stop their critical wound from actually being lethal.
Oh wow! If you had 3, I gave you back 3.
Wow.
You did indeed.
I love this.
So Michaela is in fact, so Big is in fact stopping the bleeding on 1 foot.
Which is good.
Is it Frida's or Celestial Passages?
Probably be Frida's in this case. No
Yeah.
offense, Celestial Passage.
Celestial Passage would have pointed at the sleeping Frida anyway.
Right.
So good news, Frida, you are no longer at risk of dying from your foot wound.
For now.
You can do it on B as well. I mean, on Celestial as well. There's nothing stopping you from doing so.
Oh, okay. I thought I could only do it the once.
No, this is you have hours. So.
Yeah, it's not a scene challenge. It's an action that's only a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like trying to learn an ability.
Exactly.
Fair
So
enough.
there you go. Yes, you have now stopped Celestial Passage from bleeding out as well.
Good. Yeah.
You have.
Oh no,
nice
I said I was resting, wasn't I?
bandages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
being attended while you rested.
That's the best time to tend to A ferocious beast who has an injury. No offense, I didn't want to get my head bitten off if I, severed a tendon.
That's
Just
fair.
saying.
That's fair.
And with the last current point of willpower I had, I restored Brainar's a second track of stats.
And as you've been sitting here and resting, you do have to roll some torches, of course, because, yeah, this is taking a while. The torch lasts, what, 15 minutes?
How long does this take?
6 hours?
Okay.
That's a lot of torch rolls.
Well, I failed at least one.
So that's 8 rolls so far, 4 each.
Yeah.
I'm sure the dwarves contribute.
Yes, they will. If you roll, what? Roll sometimes and we'll see how much you have left. Technically, it would be 24 rolls per person. That's a lot of torch rolls.
I say, while physically it lasts that long, I don't know if that's what the game defines, because adventuring time.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, you've rolled a bunch, so you still have quite a few torches left, which is good. As you're sitting there resting up and feeling, the pain and discomfort of adventuring in these caves. It's cold in the caves again, by the way. It has been ever since that demon girl said that she was going treasure hunting. It's been cold again.
Ah, natural. You.
And you're sitting there and sleeping and watching out for what might happen in the very dim torchlight when let's see now. Yeah, Frida's been sleeping. When you wake up feeling refreshed, you're looking at your hand and it's covered by some kind of white, very soft fibers, like fungus that has grown across your arm.
I sniff it. Does it smell poisonous?
Not necessarily. Doesn't smell a whole lot at all.
Okay.
It's... Wait, now you're listening. It seems like it's emitting a soft tune, like...
Hey, Big, do you know this song? And I start humming it back to Big.
That a lore check, I guess?
I can... You're a bard. I can give it to you automatically.
Okay.
The mushrooms on my hand are singing to me.
Frida, I think you need more sleep.
Look at my hand,
You have it in
Brainard.
the chat, Michaela.
Yeah, I see it. I just...
What's that song?
It's an old lullaby by the sounds of it. So, just typically, spores or fungus don't usually talk to people, in my experience.
Morag, are you singing to me?
Don't summon that witch in here.
I don't think it's a witch.
No, it was a sorceress.
It doesn't answer.
No, there's no answer from the girl.
Okay, I hum back to the fungus.
It doesn't seem to reply at all.
No reply.
I gently try to move my hand.
One by one, the strands that have grown over your hand just snap because they're that fragile. You can see a little bit of is it spores or dust that comes out of each end, but nothing else seems to happen. They don't twitch,
Frida will
they don't react.
hold her breath as she breaks them.
Yeah, you break free easily. Not a problem at all.
Well, I won't sleep down here again.
Yeah, let's not stay still for very long.
The mine seems to be
Just likes
trying to
freedom.
claim us.
Just likes freedom.
Yeah, apparently.
We have to check and see if the water has cleared first.
Okay, you do that.
Very well. Some dwarfs will go and check. Apparently, Braynar will go with.
But
Carrying the torch.
Indeed.
Brainer, what the fuck was that?
I told you just need more sleep.
Mushrooms don't usually sing to me when I'm tired.
Sure, it wasn't just your fur. It gets
No, it
dusty
was
down
fucking
here.
mushrooms.
Kinky.
I'm gonna do a lore check.
Sure.
I'll help, just so you can have the die.
That's with your help.
Meanwhile, as you think about what this was, and you can see, in fact, where Frida was sleeping, there's like a pattern that there was an outline of where she was sleeping, and there's some of those white fibers stretching across the slabs on the ground there. They don't seem to do anything more right now. They're just lying there. From that huge shaft, mine shaft there, you will hear the dwarf say, "Oh, still water down here. It's lower. It's probably lower, I would think, by the sound of it. But still water.
What was that?
Turning good."
Well, it might have been sentient, but there's bigger fish to fry. So we'll come back to this when we need to deal with lesser demons.
Sentient demonic mushrooms.
Listen, they're the ones talking to you, okay? So if you're gonna lead to believe that they're talking to you, the least you can do is believe that they're possibly demonic.
Oh, I believe that they're demonic. Everything about this goddamn mine is demonic.
This mine shaft, as it were. You should point out the main historical points here. Demon, powerful sorcerers, curses, demon curses, dwarf disappearances and deaths, demon curses.
Zombies.
Yeah, as you're discussing all these things, Milwa will in fact turn to who seems to be the leader of the group at this moment.
Big.
That's you, Frida.
I'm a leader?
It's big.
Since when?
Big's the leader.
I can't see where I'm going, so I'm just blindly walking.
Where are the rest of us? Oh, there we go.
Milwa will turn to Celestial, I guess.
Congratulations, you're de facto leader.
Sometimes happens.
What if I may ask, why did you come here? What are you doing here? Most people who come are here simply for nefarious purposes, to plunder the realm of our ancestors. Why are you here?
There's potentially something here that will need to seal the void away from the realm again and close that gate before it can open.
The void of the realm? What does that even mean?
We need to lock away more demons, and we need
Yeah.
something from here to do that.
When Ziggafur first opened the rift between the realms and the blood mist came, there was a rift, a void, one could say, connected the two realms. There are those that are potentially attempting to do that again, to bring a second blood mist, if not tear the whole thing apart. We're here to try and get, if we can, everything we can to assemble to seal the gate before it can be rent open.
Huh, says Milva. That is a noble quest.
And unfortunately, it does include following legends and rumors such as Sigifr's wife and child coming to hide amongst the dwarves here.
And hey,
Yes.
guess what? That rumor turned out to be true.
It turned out to be true, she says, and nods, sort of gritting her teeth and
Mm.
look of determination. I don't know how we can rid these mines of their curse. I have no idea if we can.
Is there any way to put the child and mother to rest?
We might
Probably.
just find that.
There might be a way, but if there is, I wouldn't know. We've lost several of our comrades. This is only half our group, you see. The rest were taken by things, including that girl, demonic girl voice. But there are other things to hear. Abyss worms. We haven't seen them yet, but with you. But when we were exploring other parts of this mine, one of them ambushed us and took one of us away before we could stop it. They are, well, abyss worms, you see. We use them as pets to excavate mines when we can control them. But they have been here for a long time now, without overseers, and they've become wild.
They've gone feral.
Yes. I should expect that there will be some place in these mines where there will be a nest of them. Because, of course, I doubt that the dwarves who were here had time to evacuate the worms that served them. We should be ready for that.
Well, I've already killed bugs and lizards, so sure. Worms next, right?
Worms next. Speaking of
There's also-
bugs and
there
lizards,
might be the possibility to commune with them. Unlikely, but it might still be there.
Well, you can have first crack, Celestial.
speaking of things, in the dark. Why don't one of you roll a scouting roll?
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my back.
Oh yes, Celestial can hear chittering and scraping on the floor from down the hallway.
Sounds like the insectoids. Those ant people, perhaps.
Very possibly so.
It sounds like they're potentially in the tunnel. If not, they're definitely in the area where we were when we spoke with the girl.
Probably the shift in water is allowing them to move around.
That seems reasonable enough.
Here they come.
There they are. And they make those strange sounds and clatter with their jaws as they move forwards. And these guys, I don't know if you can scare necessarily.
Yeah, put an arrow in one.
Maybe she can though. It's an animalistic instinct, I suppose.
I will try,
Why
because I need more willpower.
not? Wow, that's 2 successes.
So Frida gets up and bares her teeth again and goes,
Bears, I thought you were a wolf.
I am.
Yeah, the first ant-like creature there is just kind of standoffish as it sees you, and you're roaring towards it like that, and it will in fact stay at a distance. You are scary.
I am scary. I worked very hard to be this scary.
You did. For the second time, you
Took
have
forever to learn that talent.
scared opponents away. These insectoids might be monstrous to your eyes, but they also have a sense of self-preservation. And they seem very reluctant to walk just right into a chamber with so many opponents, one of them being so intimidating to them.
It probably helps that she's still covered in blood and guts and God knows what else.
Yeah.
That is probably not going to work against you.
Who's the
I'll
good girl?
say that.
Who's the good girl?
Honestly, did not see that coming. The whole just let's not have a an combat encounter by roaring at them. That's awesome.
Frida is tired and she's sick and she's cranky and her foot hurts. She's done with ants and bugs and other pissant little things. I have bigger things to worry about.
Indeed.
So are you waiting for this to drain out, or do we want to try that little crawl
We can go
space?
check now. We can check and then check the crawl space.
You're checking what again?
How much longer we think it'll be to drain that area?
One of the dwarves will quite simply take a rock and drop it. At this point, anything bad down here knows we're here anyway. And then sort of do a calculation in the head of how long it takes for that rock to drop. And then you hear the splash down there. And then, about 15 minutes later, the dwarf will do it again. And yes, it's taken a little bit longer, I think. Maybe... I don't know how deep it is down there, of course, but... maybe an hour or two? Worth waiting, and then we'll see. What do you think?
Alright, let's go do the ladder thing.
Yay!
You're gonna try the ladder again?
Someone preferably not me break a ladder this time.
As you're moving towards it, you hear
I'll do it.
more scratching and screeching down the hallway, and the dwarves are looking behind you and going, "Oh, rats!" And they come and just flood the chamber. Rats everywhere.
Rats in the place where you work.
Exactly.
Can I
They
just
are,
yell
however-
at the rats too?
Well, I mean, if you want to, they're not going to be hard for you to kill. You can't kill all of them. They will scutter away eventually, and you'll have, chopped up rats covering the floor.
Just start stepping on them.
They squeak and
It's-
die.
Rainer will pick one up.
They're not cockroaches.
No, they're not.
My
They're
feet
just
are really
rats.
big.
Oh my.
Yeah, so you're by the ladder again.
So it's a move to get down?
All this time, I've been your feet, and I didn't even know it.
Such big feet you have.
Alright, let's roll that move roll.
That succeeds. You are, in fact, climbing down and
Woohoo!
leaving everyone else behind. That's interesting. You are not getting quite all the way down because, in fact, there is still water before you can emerge to another opening that would open up to another level.
How deep is the water?
But by now, if you decide to plunge down, standing on the ladder, you can do that. It's dark. You can't see very far at all. Obviously, you can't bring a torch into the water, so you'll have to feel your way and see if there's an opening somewhere. But you can do that, and
Or what the hell?
yeah. So yeah, you're doing that, basically just holding on to that ladder, feeling
You're
around
doing it, Frida.
where there might be an opening, and you will in fact feel an opening. You have to be completely submerged, and you feel it.
Great.
So it's still too deep for you to actually be able to get out on the next level, but it's not that long left.
Okay.
If you just wait for a little while longer, this pumping station will be able to do its work.
So Frida will pop her head back out of the water and be like, "We can't go down this yet. The next opening's still submerged."
But
Be
you
the
will
same
also
on the
notice,
stairs.
as you're down there, that the level of the water has gone down a lot since this pumping started. It's going to be like, it's several meters that are very dark and glittering stone where the water has been until just recently.
Yeah.
So it's definitely doing its work. It's you would say not having a torch is not making it easier. You have to go by the torchlight of someone above you holding it. But you would say it's about maybe 75% done, something like that.
Okay. I will relay this to the rest of the party.
So
2 more
you
hours.
wait for a little while longer.
What about going up?
Risky.
Do we want to go up and see what's up?
Where were the rats coming from? I couldn't quite see it from my vantage point.
Oh, they were coming from over here.
They were coming from where we were before.
And did they go up or down?
Oh, the rats just went back down the hall when they were so horribly assaulted and mutilated.
People just killing rats needlessly.
Exactly.
Listen, I am done with all the pissant little creatures in this fucking... Did I mention that wolfkin do not like to be closed in the dark indoors in small spaces?
Now it smells like wet dog.
So your people don't live in caves?
No. No. We live
I
in
can-
huts. In the
I can
wilderness.
probably
In the
help with
trees.
I could soothe you. I heard a lullaby recently. I could play it for you, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Could definitely make things completely better.
You're not going to play the lullaby that the fungus was singing to me, are you? Because that's probably not going to help my stress level.
It could help, though. We
No,
could
it won't.
perhaps control the fungus.
You hear a rattling above, Frida. You're standing there on the ladder. You basically got yourself up to the level where everyone else is right now. And you hear this audible crack and rumble above you.
Fuck it. I go up to investigate.
And a rock hits
It's
you in the face.
very dark up there, and air is rushing down towards you, and then dust, and then roll. Let's see now. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna roll.
Oh, okay.
How do I do this though? How do I roll without having a character sheet in front of me? I don't even know. This is new for me because it's.
You're gonna roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and roll just sort of base dice roll. How do I do that? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna use one of the dwarf warriors here, but don't blame them.
I will totally blame them if I just get knocked off this fucking ladder into the water.
You do not. You feel you can actually dodge this if you want. It can't be parried, but there's a whole bunch of rocks and debris coming down the shaft.
So is that a move to dodge it?
Yes.
Okay.
You move out of the way and out into the hallway again, and it's just a lot of mud, rock, dust that just falls
So
down
I just kind of
this shaft.
jump off the ladder into where everybody else is.
And as when it clears and it's starts calming down again, you can hear chittering and chattering, clattering from carapace scraping against cave walls from
I
above.
think the ants just tried to fucking attack me from above.
Yes.
Well, that's the safest thing to do and keep their distance.
Those little douchebags. I'm gonna chop those fuckers into ant stew.
Heard it's delicious.
You'll find out because it'll be next dinner. Fuckers.
The dwarves is it really wise to try and climb up that way when they control the top?
No, but the next time I find those ants, they won't be roared at. They'll just taste steel.
That's fair, says the dwarf.
So let's wait here a little bit longer, and hopefully the ants don't continue to monitor this.
The drainage is going to
unfortunately,
be
it's-
roughly 2 more hours.
Unfortunately, it's not quite enough for you to have another rest. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's about another hour and a half. It's hard to measure time down here, other than, how many torches are expiring. In fact, roll more torch rolls. You've been down here. It must be dark outside now. I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
I have no torches left.
You have no torches left? Okay, Celestial still has.
Yay.
How many?
My
how many do you
perfectly
have?
unlit self.
Soren had torches too, if we can get some off of him.
Yes, you can. Celestial has a lot of torches. In fact, Soren can give torches to Brennar. How about 2 dice worth? Because Soren should probably be using his bow instead of holding torches. How about that?
Okay.
So I'll give you 2 dice worth of torches.
Okay. I just put it back up and rolled a couple more.
That's a D8 then.
So Frida just kind of paces, agitated, for like the next hour and a half.
Yep.
Brainer is gonna go look at the mushrooms.
Yeah, they seem to be playing a tune, a very strange lullaby tune. But I mean, there's so many things down here that are infected by demonic powers and energies that maybe they've just mutated under that influence. They don't seem to, crave blood or be aggressive, or there's no sign that Frida has been poisoned in any way. It's just strands of fungus making a tune.
Does Brainer
Yeah, I've
recognize the
gotta go-
tune at all?
No, not really.
Back.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's an old lullaby, maybe. Yeah.
Big did
Possibly.
mention that it was an old lullaby when I
Right.
asked her what it sounded like when I hummed it back to her.
And I think I can replicate it. Maybe we might be able to communicate somehow, or summon whatever power is corrupting it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe,
Sure.
yeah.
Let's go sing to the mushrooms.
Oh, you want to help?
Sure, they seem to like me.
I'll
And I'll be on
reach in my
mushroom
bag
burning
and pull out my
standby.
flute.
Yeah, you were
I'll
singing
just-
to the mushrooms.
I'll just stay out here by the mechanism because it's perfectly natural compared to what's going on over there.
Perfectly.
You're singing to the mushrooms. Are you gonna roll performance for them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, they deserve a top-notch performance
They
after
do.
everything Frida's put them through.
Apparently, that is not a top-notch performance.
No.
Unless
I
Big
could-
wants to push it.
I'm going to push this.
You do. Okay, you
It's
gained,
such an old tune. It's been a while. I need to warm up.
Yeah, clearly you get a little bit hoarse there because you lose 1 point in your empathy.
Your
Of
voice
course
is a
I do.
little dry.
But you also
It's been a
gain 1
while.
willpower, so that's
is
a good
good.
thing. It's beautiful, and the dwarves who are sitting and waiting for the drainage to work are really paying attention, and anyone who's not right now working or on guard is just enthralled by this, and maybe slightly even moved to tears by Big's performance. It's the first time ever in hundreds of years, possibly, that such a lovely tune has been heard in these halls.
Frida's too traumatized.
These halls of otherwise terror and pain.
I'm kind of digging this mycelial melody, so let's do
Mhm.
it.
What do the
Mycelial
mushrooms
chemical
do?
romance.
There you go.
Sister, brother, how we wax. Mother, father, sharpens the axe.
Ooh.
Yeah, that voice again came from somewhere quite far away this time, though. But maybe she heard you sing.
If this lullaby is hundreds of years old, maybe her mother sang it to her.
Possible.
Maybe her mother taught it to us, wink wink, so that we
Maybe.
could get her attention, wink wink, in case we needed something. Like, I don't know,
The
the ruby and
scepter.
a way out.
I wonder if she's found the treasure hunt yet. If she's won the race.
Have you
Would you want to be the one to call out to her?
I tried earlier when they first started singing to me. If she was the one singing, sending me the lullaby. Nobody answered.
Yeah, no. That was the answer you heard.
Mm.
So anyway, as you have sang to the mushrooms or the fungi, they haven't reacted in any way, shape, or form. The only reaction you heard was Marga answering with some kind of rhyme from very, very far away. Then the dwarfs will say, it's working. I think we can go down now."
Do either of you recognize the rhyme?
No.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to Brainar and Big.
Okay.
I've heard it somewhere, mutated and changed over the centuries by the sound of it, but it does ring familiar at least. Definitely an old lullaby.
What's the form of it that you know?
And I would, I guess, sing it again. Let's
Yeah,
do
you
this.
I'm just trying to figure out because she answered back in some forms. I'm trying to figure out how the answer fits into the lullaby.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
You know what? Let's let Frida roll a lore, because what the hell? Sure, let's try that. Frida doesn't have much lore, but
Then today she was being helped by Brainar and Big, technically.
sure, I will push with an extra die. I don't know how do I add an extra die?
When you first open the interface to do your roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. Gear
No.
added to lore
It's gonna be the what is it called? The
modifier.
Modifier, yes.
Okay. Hey, look, Frida knows something about this lullaby. Maybe it was sang among the wolfkin.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my dwarf warrior tokens here so I can see something, and it's not working really well.
It's okay.
Anyway, I'll just not. Yeah, I was trying to do that so that the audience can see the dwarf warrior tokens as well, but then I can't see the others because they don't have the torches. So that's a problem. Anyway,
So what does Frida know about the lullaby?
she must have heard it at some point when she was young.
You know, I think I recognize it too. You're right, it's been bastardized a bit, but it was sang among my tribe.
So you said that there was something underneath here, Frida?
There's another level down there that we can get to now that the water's gone.
I imagine that the stairwell that led to the water also connects to that level.
Probably. Do we want to try to go back through?
Well, I would rather not run the risk of having ants drop rocks on all of us as we climb down a ladder on an easy shaft.
This is fair.
We want to go back and check it?
Sure.
Yeah, so the dwarves will check once more, and this time when they are dropping a rock down the shaft, instead of the usual splash, you hear a clatter, clatter, clatter down there. We can go down now, they say.
Are we using the stairs?
I think so, says Milva. I think that's safer than using the ladder if the insectoids are controlling things above. See, now I can't see the dang dwarves again. I don't know
That's
how
because you haven't given any light sources out at all.
So I have to give them a light source? Okay.
At least it'd make it a little easier for you.
Yep. Okay, like that. Where are the other? Okay, I have to. If I give this one a light source, then everyone will see everything. Okay, I'll do it. That's fine. I'm still learning the interface here. That's all there is to it. Whee! I can see some things. There we go. Okay, everybody's heading down towards the actual stairs. Frida goes first, as usual. The other dwarves will follow. And that means that it is time to change the maps. Which is always a happy and wonderful occurrence with no possible problems attached to it, right?
Dun dun dun.
There we go.
Frida's token needs to be fixed
No,
again.
it's not that one. Sorry, I was the wrong one. It was not that
I was
one.
gonna say that looks like a different area entirely.
Yeah, that was a different area entirely. I'm in fact going to be... I think it's this one. I have named them incorrectly. I'm just going to pause the game. Nope, that was also not the right one. There you go. Is this one? No? No, it's going to be this one. Yes, there we are. Okay.
No.
I still don't have vision.
Yeah, that he had to get the right map before he could fix your token.
Yeah, there we go. That was the one. Do you have vision again?
No.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, it's because I put your token out on every map,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't with vision the first time I did it, so...
And it hasn't updated to having vision.
And it hasn't updated to having vision, so there you go. Now
Yay,
it
I
has
can see things.
vision.
Thank
The
you.
dwarves will be coming after, of course.
The dwarves are after us.
The dwarves.
They're after us.
I guess Frida's going first, down
Paused.
to the deeps. But, oh, right, there we go. But there will
Yes.
definitely be a dwarf trying to catch up there.
There's a wall. There is a fork in the road. Which way do we want to go?
And
Left
everything
is
is
the
just
sinister
glittering
path.
of water around down here.
Sure.
Should probably go up.
This way? Where I am going?
Yes.
Alright.
Leapfrog.
Seems quiet for now.
There's another frog in the path.
There's a frog in the path.
Oh my gosh, there's a frog in the path.
Fork in the
Ribbit, ribbit.
Brainer's pulling out his map again.
Yep. Oh, you want me to show the map? To
Yeah,
everyone?
I'm pretty sure we're at the bottom of the whatchamacallit, and I look all the way up. Do I see any faint looking light at the top of this?
At the top of, Oh yeah, yes. That would be, yeah, exactly. You are at the bottom of that shaft where you came in through the, entrance. Exactly.
We're
And
really far down.
Yep.
and that road winds its way slowly up to the upper level.
Yeah, this over here, that is in fact a very narrow tunnel for carts that is winding upwards.
So we could probably yell back to the one dwarf that was wounded if they wanted to stick him in a cart and bring him up.
Yeah, that could work.
It's very, very tight, but yeah, I suppose it could work.
They're dwarfs, they probably could fit.
Milva will say that, let's see now. I can't see the other dwarfs that I put. Oh, god dang it.
Guess what?
Has vision, etc. That's a bit tricky with this interface, I have to say. The whole has vision, don't have vision.
Yeah, basically, you have to set all your stuff up before you start using the tokens.
Yeah.
It's like on a previous map, I cleared that my name is always visible to me away, and then on this one, because it's not the same generation token, it's back.
I
still
would
there.
very much like to be able to, see my GM tokens without necessarily seeing. So I would like to show you guys the dwarves without them necessarily illuminating any areas. And that proves to be very hard. But anyway, we could try to make our way out that way.
The tricky part is it works fine for us technically now, but then you can't move them.
Exactly. Now Milva will basically say yes, we can certainly try. It's going to be a hard slog uphill with the cart, and we don't know if we will encounter the insectoids going up there. But on the other hand, going that other way, I don't know. Abyss worms, this demon girl. Any option here is bad.
I think this is where we split paths if you want your dwarvish friend to possibly get help outside of the mine.
If we press on down here, we should be able to get to. Every mine has more than one exit, and we haven't seen the elevator yet. There should be one.
Oh, excellent.
The elevator.
Let's press on to the elevator.
And so you move on and march on through the dark. Roll torches again. It is dripping down here, and it is chilly. Definitely chilly. But now, as you move on, you will in fact get to that place where I had you just a moment ago.
The wet wolf starts to shiver a little.
I bet.
I start to complain a lot.
Vision.
Overrated.
No.
Wait, is this the right one or not?
It looks like the right one because it's got railroad tracks.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it's the right railroad tracks.
We might not be railroaded the right way.
Oh no, I see. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. It's the right one. Yeah. So okay, that's where we're at. The dwarves will also be here, of course. Following you.
Can
always.
Frida be there?
Oh, she's again not there.
Frida's blind again.
I've set everything up except that one, right? Yeah, there
It's
we go.
okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. We'll work through it. We got this.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna change the dwarf tokens back to not having vision again because I think it's just easier for me to navigate things that way.
Oh, we're paused. Okay. I
Yep,
was like, why
my
is
fault.
it Frida moving now?
This
This time it's
Frida's
my
got
fault.
broken paws.
There we go.
Okay.
Because the dwarves will in fact.
Because they can move and we can't.
Yep, there we go.
They just keep trying to get ahead, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not allowed. Frida has to go first.
I like, it's a door. I love doors, and they make the sound even when you click on them.
Hey, look, there's a door.
There is
Do we
in
want to
fact
go
a door.
through the door?
There is in fact a door.
Let's go to the door.
Are you
Frida
are you
goes through-
skeptical?
Nothing will come good of this.
Nothing's
Nothing
gonna come
will
good
come
of this
evil of it
whole
either.
mind.
Everything's neutral. Chaotic neutral.
Let's see now.
There doesn't seem to be a good thing in this damn mine, so you know.
Yeah, you're. Well, did you get into the actual door? Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't lock it, so
I
we
didn't
unlocked
lock it.
it.
Dang it! I should have locked
So
it. It should be locked. Before you move in there. Let's see now. There we
let's
go.
trap everyone inside.
Yes, let's trap everyone inside. So, there's a stout log gate with iron chains. That's the door. It's very rotted and rusted. And at the floor level, it's pierced by a hole that's about a meter wide. There seems to be a large cavern with rusted, empty iron cages. Though the
Ah, worm
through,
storage.
that you can see that through those gate remains.
Can I just break the gate?
Yes, might roll.
This was worm storage.
Probably.
Yep, you can break it easily. You just bash right through it.
Frida's
And-
just like,
And yeah, the dwarves are. As you do that, the dwarves say, "Worm storage."
oh, now you tell me.
Yep. And you're through on the other side. And well,
Oh,
they did say
wordplay.
worm storage, didn't they?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get to roar at some worms?
Possibly.
Well, I
Really
see
gonna
some
roar at some
of
worms.
them escapade.
Nah.
Because there was a hole in the gate, so some had escapade.
That's just annoying. Okay.
Are there any actually in here?
Yeah, there's
Well-
the token he's put in.
Yep.
Well,
It is
there's at least
slithering
one token he's
towards
put in.
you.
Oh, yay! So I will roar again.
Yeah, you will roar again.
And
I was gonna safe cast animal speech and see if it worked.
it doesn't work this time, so you
It
can
doesn't
cast
work this
animal
time,
speech if
and
you want to try.
it is slithering towards you. And it is, in fact, not alone. But this is, in fact, the time when we start the combat for this session. It's huge. It's the mouth is about the size of half of your torso.
Of Frida's torso?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's big. It's definitely monstrously big.
okay.
And, yeah,
Cool.
It's coming for you.
Worm's gonna give it to you.
Come at me.
They have too many soundtracks on here. I can't find the ones. There we go. So I suppose that starts combat.
Yes.
And that means that we set everyone up for combat encounters. There we go. I have a lot of dwarves to add. There we go. Everyone has to... No, I clicked... so what you do to add your character to combat is you right-click on the token, and you click on the swords and shields, and that will give you... Exactly. And then you have to roll initiative on the second tab on your right, the little raised hand. You can enter the interface there and enter combat that way. And it will automatically organize our characters.
Did you actually set it up for the reverse order?
I think so.
Tens
Because
at the top.
Milfa and the worm at the 10s are at the top.
Yeah, but I'll go with the ones and so on. So there we go.
Yeah.
So there.
Take that.
I can see that we have doubled ups here, but we'll go with it. So, who's that? Okay, one of the dwarves. I don't know why all of them are called Brolof. That's okay.
Because you used the Brolof token.
Yes. He will move in and attack the Abyss Worm because it's gonna attack his dear friend, the Frida, the bloody demon slayer. So he's not gonna have any of that. He's gonna attack the Abyss Worm as best as he can with his gear, which is Battle Axe, bonus 2. That's a hit. He does 3 points of damage, possibly, to the creature. I do believe that they have... Oh, I have to update the monster because it didn't translate properly. Hold on a moment. Oops, my apologies. This is the first time we're using Foundry, and you can tell because everything is a little bit slower than it should have been. That's okay though, right?
Yeah. Have to learn.
Exactly. Oh, right.
To be honest, it's not nearly as bad as I was expecting it to be. Foundry's rather intuitive once you get going.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's just finding what you're going to trip over and then fixing it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I haven't quite gotten to that point yet. So, the Abyss Worm, it does have armor.
I do
I
quite
should
like
have
this system.
done
though.
this as
Oh yeah, it's super awesome and works for so many games. Like
Yeah.
the Star Trek support is amazing.
we're just gonna do like that for now. There we go. And then how do I roll that? How do I roll armor in this? Do I go into combat?
Yeah, I think you just click on the armor.
Oh, there we go. Wow! So the
Damn.
dwarf comes in and just takes a swing at this Abyss Worm, and it just literally glances off that thick hide. 3 points of damage, 3 points of armor. I was very lucky with that one. And that was the first one. So now it's Beak's turn. What are you gonna do?
Good question.
You sing a song of support?
Yeah, like, I don't know, Worm Lullaby sounds like a pretty good idea right now. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my flute this time, so I'm going to add in +1 gear, I think. Just going to do it, see what happens,
Oh,
and...
you're singing to the worm.
Yeah.
Technically, that would probably be animal handling, but because this is a monster, and yeah, nothing happens. It's a beautiful song, and
you,
the
though.
worms don't care.
It sounds very wormy. You did a good job.
Yeah, see? They're doing the worms, so they're dancing in their own break-dancey way. So I did my job.
I suppose.
Lovely.
Dancing.
You did wonderful.
Another dwarf will rush up and attack. Because they can. Do I just roll it? No? Okay. Roll the skill, I guess. I wish I could just click on the weapon and it would roll for me, but that's okay. That's another hit for 2 points of damage on the Abyss Worm, which still has that armor. So, can I roll this? There we go. That's how I roll it. Okay. This time,
Break some armor.
it doesn't protect. It takes damage.
Must have hit it in the same spot the other dwarf hit it in.
Or a better spot.
Yeah.
Or the inspiration of my song, of course.
Worse.
So, yeah, it slashes into the side of the Abyss Worm. That kind of... The flesh of the worm sort of avoids that area, retracts a bit, because obviously that hurt. But not so much that, the worm is terribly impeded. Still, everything counts. And that's... Then we have the third dwarf warrior, who's not probably going to get through all of the people here, but it's going to try to make his way up there. And then it's Celestial Passage.
I will use my bow to shoot at him.
Good idea. I need to find Soren. Where's Soren in all this? There we go. That's Soren. I can move Soren up here. And have him join combat as well. Yeah, he's somewhere there. Okay. Go ahead, Celestial.
I got nothing on my dice, so I'll push. Oh, I took 1 point of damage to the bow, but I do hit.
You do hit. Okay. I will roll the armor again.
Haha!
Haha! That is 1 point of damage. To
Ping.
the thing. Yeah. You lose that arrow, you shoot that arrow, and it goes into the flesh, and it's just sort of sitting there as the worm hardly even notices that you hit it. And then we have Soren, in fact, who will definitely also shoot.
Thorin can ignore their armor too, can't
Soren
he?
can ignore their armor. If he spends a willpower point. Which I think he might. Let's see now. He has... How much... Where are the willpower points on this? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, he's definitely going to spend a willpower on this.
To get his artifact die as well, is it? Or...
Yes, he does get an artifact die. What is it? A D8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
nice.
is a lot of hits. That's 3 hits. So it's 2 extra points of damage for 3 in total, and I use 1 willpower point to make sure that the armor doesn't hurt. It's a solid hit in this Abyss Worm. I'm gonna say that Soren just shoots into the mouth, into the maw of this creature, and it recoils. You can hear some kind of a rumbling. These don't make noises, they don't roar, but you can see that the entire flesh is impacted by this hit and shivering and not pleased at all. Then it's Frida finally.
Okay, so Frida is gonna move to here. Why can't I move?
Because the door keeps getting closed by someone as you're grabbing your token.
There you go. I can move
So
it
the
down for you.
yeah.
There you go.
There we go. And then I am going to swing with my longsword.
Yep. And here, of course, it's not hidden combinations because you're fighting a monster.
And I'm gonna spend a willpower to ignore their armor.
Okay, swing away. That is a hit. And you do 2 points of damage with the longsword, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
So it is the same abyss worm that has now been hit again. And you, I guess, how do you do that, avoiding the armor?
So my path of the blade
Yeah.
basically lets me find its weakest spot. So I'm assuming Frida like looks for the underbelly and slices up.
And bloody ichor all over the ground as you cut it, and it shivers again from pain. Wow, you've done a number on this abyss worm already, and it hasn't even had the chance to do anything yet.
Good.
Brennar!
Light it on fire.
I can't even see Brennar's token here because of...
Renner's going into the room,
Yep,
so he can actually give some light.
yep.
And yeah, Renner's going to do what he does best and try and emulate the worm. So going to draw on that blood energies and basically see if you can put him in fire.
Reach
inside
out into the etheric powers.
And I am holding a torch.
You are indeed. So it is easy enough for you to just
Okay.
challenge the fire spirits of the torch into the creature itself.
So
But-
1 willpower,
Yes.
psychic power,
Yep.
and
So 2
then
dice.
it is 2 dice. Okay.
Yeah. No, because you're using your psychic power as well. You just spend the 1 willpower, but you roll the 2 dice.
Okay. Cool.
That's fine. That does 3 points of damage to the thing. It is now writhing from all this trauma that has been inflicted on it, and you can see how there's smoke coming out from a spot of it. So yeah, it's in trouble. I should have rolled the whole arrows thing. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Soren is still fine for arrows. Did Celestial roll for arrows?
Oh,
But now it is finally the Abyss Worm's turns. And that means that I have to roll on the table. And since I haven't actually coded that for
monster
these ones,
table.
I'm going to roll a d6 that I have lying around here, and we'll see what happens. Unearthly roar! The beast lets out a horrible roar, not strange at all because you've heard it so bad, that strikes all adventurers with near range with a fear attack with 5 base dice. So I'm going to roll on each of you, including its near range, which means that anyone inside the cave here will be affected by it, but you outside will not.
Yay.
Exactly. So one of the dwarves will take a fear attack. 2 points of damage to dwarf. Oh dear. Yeah, that means that he's gonna run away. He's broken. In fear. Ah! Another one. That's even worse. If I recall correctly, these dwarves don't have a lot of, because it attacks your wits, right? Yeah. One of the dwarves is almost down. The other one isn't. He's still in the action, but the other one is running away. He's just too scared now. He's gonna try to run away. Where can he run away? He's just hemmed in everywhere. He's gonna stand there and block the entrance for everyone and scream at the top of his lungs. That's what he's doing. And then we have an fear attack on Frida. This is, yeah, let's go. And it doesn't do a thing.
Frida's just like, man, my roar is scarier than that.
Exactly.
Might be because you see its jaw flapping loosely where you cut
Pretty
part
much.
of it open.
Exactly. I just
sounded-
stabbed it in the stomach. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not scared of it.
As the roar goes on, it turns into more of a wet fart sound as the
God.
torn flesh of lower mouth flaps.
Flap, flap, flap. How about Brennar? We'll see how Brennar reacts to this. You take 1 point of damage to your wits, Brennar.
Yep.
Ritter's like, oh, damn,
It was
that's
pretty
loud.
scary for you too, but not that bad.
Take that willpower, Prainar. You take that willpower.
Exactly. I'm gonna do like that for the dwarf who is scared, just to mark him as scared.
Ooh, do I actually get willpower from that?
No, you take a point
No, okay.
of wits.
Yeah, I was gonna
you take
say.
a point of wits damage. Sorry. Yeah. It's wits, not willpower. Did I say willpower? I hope I said wits. Yeah. Meanwhile, there is another abyss worm here that's gonna join the action, if you will, slithering up and going to also conduct an attack. Let's see now. Where am I? There am
Come at me, bro.
Whoa, settle down.
I. It's doing the same thing. I rolled another exactly the same attack. So we will have to repeat the procedure. More fear attack. This is, I guess, a good thing for you, because it's not physical, at least. The dwarf is attacked for 2 more points of fear. He is done now. He is not. He won't. Don't. Yeah, he's running. He's gonna try and run out. He doesn't want to join this anymore. Brennar, 5 more dice there of fear attack against you.
Oh,
Nope, you are not afraid at all. How about Frida? Nothing. Okay then.
Again,
once
Frida's
you've
like,
seen one flap, you've seen them all.
my roar is scarier than this.
It seems like it, and that was them. Milwa is trying to move up as well. She's not going to get in this turn because, of course, there's 2 dwarfs blocking the way completely. So we're back to the first dwarf who is blocking the way completely because he is scared. He's going to try to move out of the way. That's the only thing he can really do. And if he succeeds, he probably will manage to barge through everyone else and out from the room. But nope, he doesn't. Well, since he is in fact incapacitated, I'm gonna say that he can't move. And I'm gonna just put him in a quivering heap on the floor, covering his ears and shivering in fear. Which means that anyone else who wants to get into this chamber will have to physically remove them. That's going to take you a slow action. I feel that's a good way to decide to incapacitate those 2. Big, your turn again.
Am I able to console them or use empathy, I guess, healing or anything to bolster their
You can
ambitions,
do that.
I guess?
Yes.
Sing a song of courage.
You can.
Well, it didn't seem to help last time.
You have the Path of the Hymn. I mean,
Yes.
when you're using your special abilities as a bard to support people, it's not a performance roll. It's you using willpower.
Right, yeah.
And if I recall correctly from the Path of the Hymn,
I can give back a tribute.
help. Yes, exactly. You can on rank 1. You can help a broken comrade within short range. For every willpower you spend, the comrade recovers 1 point of the broken attribute.
Right, but if I use rank 2 with my 2 willpower, I'm able
Yes.
to bring those 2 broken
No.
and anybody else
What
back.
you can do with rank 2 is that you can help a bunch of your comrades equal to the number of willpower. They regain 1 point of damage to an attribute,
Right.
and you decide which one. And right now they have taken points damage to their wits, right?
Right.
That doesn't get people off of broken. It just heals the attribute. They're still going to be broken.
Oh, okay.
For the moment, but their wits will heal up. So it's a different thing of helping a broken comrade and healing wits points. So you can either unbroken one of the dwarves and heal some wits points back on everyone.
Yeah, I would it seems like a better idea right now to use Path of Him to unbreak
Okay.
them. So.
Then you can unbreak one of the dwarves. You can heal their wits up to 2 points of your willpower. That's if you want to put all willpower into that one dwarf.
I thought about it, but there's 2 broken dwarves.
Yep.
I think I'll just wait my next turn. Use my other willpower then.
Very well.
So I will use rank 1
Yep.
and spend a point of willpower. I don't think I need to roll or anything for that.
No, you don't. It's automatic.
That's why I wanted to feel like I was doing something, so I rolled the performance, you know.
No, you just start a soothing song, and this dwarf hears this song, and I'm gonna get back in the fight again, and I'm gonna say that it's just for convenience sake. It's gonna be one of the dwarfs that haven't acted yet, so they actually do get to do something. Which, of course, in this case, is leap back into the fray and attack. So that's what he will do. Roar! And he's fine because he hasn't taken any damage as such. So he's just gonna chop away at the already wounded abyss worm. Whoa, that's a good hit. That's 4 points of damage, unless the armor can stop that. It can stop 1 of those 4 points. Wow, that's You must have done something there, Big. Because that dwarf just comes up with that axe, inspired by the halfling song that just inflamed his heart with the courage he needed, and he just chops that abyss worm in twain. It is now on the ground and writhing in its own blood. 1 abyss worm less. I can just remove the token. It is dead. But there is still 1 left. Of course, there's also another dwarf who now can move in to help confront it somehow when there is some passage that allows him to get through. He's going to move closer anyway. Celestial. He's gonna move the other dwarf out of the way here. I'm gonna spend his movement on that. So there we go. So other people can get through. Celestial, your turn.
I guess I will make my hobbling in.
Yep.
That's my slow.
Yep. Oh yes, you're hobbling indeed.
Yeah.
Soren does not have a shot at that other thing. He won't be able to have a shot at all, so I'm just gonna put him closer. I don't think he can.
No, where the other dwarf is the only probably LOS shot for him.
Yeah.
So when she moves in, he has the chance of occupying that after.
Yeah, he's just gonna stay there for now.
That's why I was like, I gotta go in, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like actually now I can move slightly better in the map. I'll just go to here.
There are some more dwarves that haven't moved yet, but that's okay. There should be 2 more dwarves here in the fray. There's yeah. Anyway, if I move Soren over here, I should be able to. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Ulm. We haven't seen anything of Ulm. There we go. I can add him as well. Boom. Where is he? Where's Ulm? He doesn't even show up on the list here. Oh, there he is. He can shoot. Maybe. No, he also can't shoot. It's quite crowded right now. And there should be another couple of dwarfs up here. Oh, I haven't added them on the... So, there. There. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of dwarfs around here. Anyway, so Soren is done. Then it's Frida's turn. Frida?
There we go. I'm gonna move closer
Yep.
so that I can attack. Try and get through here because there's so many dwarves.
There's dwarfs everywhere.
And I'm going to spend another willpower. I think I got some more when I was pushing those rolls. To ignore its armor again.
Yep.
And then attack. Hey, look at that. I did 3 points of damage this time.
Whoa, nicely done. That's another abyss
So-
worm there.
Again, Frida looks for the soft underbelly to slice up.
Indeed. And you find a spot and you just hack away at it. Now this, of course, is quite fresh and not out of any particular wounds yet, unwounded. Not so anymore. There's a big
No.
gash on the side. That gives us to Brennar.
Alright, well, once again, focusing that lovely energy, he pulls the blood sorcery from within, burning 2 willpower,
Yep.
and going ahead and attempting to immolate the worm from the inside out.
Okay.
So that's for 4.
Wow. That hurts like a lot. You can again see the telltale signs of how your foul magics burn the flesh with infernal fire. The smoke, the smell of barbecue, worm barbecue.
Hey, Frida, it smells like you're cooking.
It is now again the
I was
abyss
just gonna
worm's
say,
turn.
I've eaten worse.
You've cooked worse too.
You did eat a griffin. The abyss worm. The ground shatters. It dives into the ground, using its mass to shatter the ground around the adventurers. Everyone within near range falls 2d6 meters and lands prone. I'm gonna roll 2d6 meters for each one of you. Frida. Wow, you're thrown across 11 meters, and I'm just gonna throw you right towards the wall, basically. Bam. Like so. One of the dwarves there, 4 meters, that's like 3 squares.
Makes sense. I was relatively close to it.
Yes, you were. 9, that would be 6 squares, right back like so. Brennar, you're just thrown up against the wall, bang, and land on the ground. Celestial, yeah, you're thrown right against the cage here, and again, you're on the ground. This actually, incidentally, means that everyone who wasn't in the cave can now get out of there. There we go. And there's one more dwarf. I'm gonna have to roll for him too. Because now they can actually get in there. There we go. There's a lot of dwarves. I can't even get... Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter. So, we're on top of the round again.
Milva.
That's weird. Oh, okay, so it changes the initiative for all the dwarves every time I roll it, because it's the same
Yeah.
token. Okay,
Same token.
yep.
Milva also didn't go yet. I don't
No,
know if-
Milva didn't go yet. Yeah, she's gonna come in, charge in, and attack, in fact. Because she hasn't done that yet. First time that she gets a chance to attack. That's a good attack. She charges in, just screaming at the top of her lungs. And does 3 points of damage towards against the Abyss Worm. Which heals, doesn't heal, that thick, fleshy substance that is covering its outside does, in fact, absorb one of those 3 points. So it is not down yet. But it is writhing in pain this time as well. Okay, that means we're top of the round again. And I remember that we had a dwarf ahead of Big. So I'm just going to go with that. So it'll be... Oh, but it was the panicked dwarf. So
Yeah.
he's still panicked. So Big's turn.
And of course, in rightful fashion, I'm going to try to unbreak that panicked dwarf. So
Yes. Well, you can do it automatically. You just spend a willpower and it's done.
yeah, and it's done.
And it's done. Back into the fight, but he has to stand up. In fact, everyone in this room has to stand up again. Which is like all the dwarves. They're getting to their feet. They're rearming themselves. There will be... I think I put a dwarf token over here somewhere? No? Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be one more dwarf in here that's gonna come in and do his attack as well. All the little dwarves are here to help you out. Aren't you grateful? Compared to Frida, they're very, very small. Compared to Big, they're not that short. That's a hit. 2 points of damage. We'll see if the armor holds up. It absorbs 1 point. And now, Celestial.
Well, I'll just stand up.
Yep. Ulm! Where is Ulm in all this? There is he. He is... Okay, he'll be... I suppose he'll just rush into the room so he can get a clear shot, but it won't be able to do so this turn. Which gives us Soren, who is also going to get into the room to get a clear shot. And unlike the others, he actually can shoot the same turn. So he will. He can't reload this turn because he didn't move. No, he has a reload action that's for free if he wants to use it.
He's using a normal bow, not a crossy bow.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, he's shooting. And he has his artifact die. That's not a hit. Are we going to push that? I think we're going to push that. That's a hit, but he also takes... Well,
One
the
point
1
of
point.
agi.
Yeah.
And a willpower for his agi, though. Because it's self-inflicted. Yep.
Yes, yes indeed.
Which allows him to ignore armor some other time.
Yep. I mean, he has enough willpower to ignore armor this time as well. Not sure he's going to spend it on this one, though, because it's just the 1 point. Okay, the arrow glances off the Abyss Worm. Frida, your turn. You have to get up again.
I'm going to get up, and can I get up and hobble over in the same turn?
No. 2 slow actions for you. You'll have to... Well, I'm not sure that getting up is a slow action when I think
It's
about
not listed as either type,
it. Okay.
but crawling
gonna-
is listed as a slow.
I'm going to say that getting up is a fast action then, I guess?
Okay.
And then you can hobble in
And
with
then
your
you
slow.
can hobble, but that's a slow
I will.
action.
Yeah, and that'll take my whole turn.
Yep.
So I will get up and I will hobble over to the worm so
Yep.
that maybe I can attack it next turn.
Exactly. Renar,
So,
fast action to get up if you want to use it.
Yep. So fast action to get up and using the flames from the torch that I just dropped, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do.
Do your thing. Invoke those nefarious powers and hope that it doesn't misfire on you.
It's not.
Which it doesn't. That's 3 points of damage. It is scorched and it is writhing now. And yeah, it's definitely in bad shape. But it does get the chance to do one more attack on someone.
Or everyone.
Or everyone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay. Who has the highest strength here?
Frida.
I'm not
Dwarves.
sure. The dwarves have quite a little strength them too. Let's see now. Milva has...
I had strength.
Rita has 5.
Yeah. The dwarves, I believe, have 4.
Just
That
like
means
Freyna
that it is in
normally
fact
does.
going for Frida. The beast attacks Frida and tries to devour her. Ah, that mouth
quite
is
the
just
mouthful.
coming.
Oh my. I'd say.
You have to do a move roll, which does not count as an action.
I can totally do that. I'm gonna push the hell out of that.
Feel free to. You succeed.
go.
You do take 2 points of damage to your agility and gain 2 willpower as your adrenaline just shoots through your body from this. But it is enough to avoid, which means that you are not attacked by 10 base damage of dice.
Yikes.
It
We're just
misses
like,
you.
not today,
You just
motherfucker.
duck under it. Those jaws slam shut just close to you.
So why are the dwarves using the worms from Tremor?
You'll have to ask them, I suppose. And that leaves Milva, who can in fact attack.
Healing blow. Let's do this.
Yes.
I like how Josh fades out just enough that he starts to disappear into his own background fade.
She does hit 2 points of damage. Does the worm soak that?
One of it.
It soaks 1 point of damage.
One of it.
But
Is it
you know
literally on its
That
last?
was all it needed.
Ah,
It only had 1 point left. Milva just chops down behind that jaw and manages somehow to hit the brain, if there is such a thing.
Because its mouth was still open trying to eat Frida.
Yeah, exactly. And it just kind of shudders and falls over and is in fact dead. The dwarves are I mean, everyone is pretty much undamaged aside from the fear. 2 of the dwarves are like shivering still, absolutely pale, but you're surprisingly all quite, well, unharmed.
Are the worms edible?
Are you asking the dwarves?
Sure.
We've never used them that way.
Are they poisonous?
Not that we know of.
Frida, if a dwarf won't eat it, I don't think we should.
They
I
haven't tried the way I cook it yet.
do have to back Diego
Oh.
about this.
We were
I would
lucky.
have
These
to-
are
I'd
young
have to
ones.
I'd have to point out that you're also asking the wrong question. The question would be, are they toxic?
Sure. Are they toxic?
And it doesn't sound like the dwarves have ever licked the worms to find
No,
out.
they have not. They have not.
Or at least none of this generation of dwarfs would have that wisdom.
Yeah, no, they have not.
I
But
guess
Milva
I'll
is
do a
saying
lore.
that Milva will say that we were lucky. These were young ones. They were only about 6 or 7 meters long. Older
They get
of this
bigger than
level,
this.
More formidable.
They get bigger than this.
Oh yes,
Oh.
about twice the size, in fact.
And there's more of those roaming around here somewhere that are probably much larger.
Yes, one of the dwarves will point towards the side
A
there.
hole in the back corner.
Yeah, that hole there. That's made by one of them.
Just like the hole in the gate was made by one of them.
Yes.
Perfect size for a disgusting tentacle monster to slither through, too, so...
Yes, this is also true. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, there will be more of them down here, and some of them will be much bigger.
If we survive this, I'm never going in a goddamn mine again.
I
The
would
dwarves
do
are looking
that
at you.
if I were
What?
you.
Well, I mean, not that you would be invited, of course, because you're not a dwarf, but most mines are very well kept, and the abyss worms are well trained indeed.
So, since this is a dead end, I think we should go back. And next time, let's look at doors before busting through them, shall we?
Sorry,
nothing
I
wrong
want to
has
find the
ever-
scepter and get the hell out of here.
Nothing bad has ever come of just, bashing the door down.
No, not at all.
I will, in fact. Where did that one go?
Guys, there's a clearing up here.
Sword is. There we go. Yeah, there's another shaft there, of some kind.
Looks like we take the shaft, boys.
Hmm. And as you pass through there, you see, I'm gonna.
Whoa, natural
that?
light box.
Yes, there is some kind of light coming out from around the corner there. A blue, soft light. You can't really be sure of what it might be. Your best bet is probably phosphorin algae or something like that. And for sure, the dwarves will say words to that effect.
Wonder if this phosphorant algae hangs as well.
Yeah.
Rita will just kind of peek her head around the corner, like not fully go into the corner, like the hall yet, but look around the corner to see what she can see.
Yeah, as you get closer there, I'm going to allow you to get closer in a moment. You can hear singing from in there.
Does it look like the same algae that tried to wrap her earlier?
No, this is much bluer, and again, it's phosphorescent. Somehow,
this-
it's just glowing in the dark. You don't even need your torches here.
Is
That's how
the
light it
song the same?
No.
Ooh, a new song.
Yep.
Do I recognize this song?
The
There's a
dwarves
horn
might.
playing.
Oh, the year was 1778.
I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
I once got copy struck from Twitch.
Hey, I do recognize the song. Look at that. Frida's
Whoa,
actually
whoa,
passing lore checks tonight.
Whoa,
What the hell?
fireball's back.
Foul demon, turn away. How are you passing lore checks?
Whoa. Bad stuff.
Greener's
happening.
rubbing off.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There's different explosion templates.
Yeah, I don't even know how to turn that off. How do I turn that off?
You guys switch back to the select tokens and basic controls.
Yeah, I'm
Options.
trying to. Yeah, those are not explosions. Nothing bad has happened.
Turn
Nothing
away.
to see
Yeah,
here.
Just
Move
right,
along.
exactly. I'm just trying to maneuver the dwarves here. I have 5, and I have no... Okay, all of them are there.
Apparently, Wolf can sing a lot of very old
Oh, damn it.
lullabies and nursery rhymes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's some kind of song emanating from around that corner. And it's... Are those are like children's voices? It's not just... It doesn't sound like Marga at all. It's other
Ring
children.
around the rosy pocket full of posies.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's other children in here?
There seems to be other children in here, yes.
Alright, Mother Wolf is kicking in. Frida goes around the corner.
Okay.
Swollen in tears.
Yeah.
That's fine, you can let me die.
No, she doesn't. No one goes around any corners.
Okay, I have released you. The dwarfs will, of course, also go around the corner because, you know. Speaking of which, you should roll torches again.
Daddy's bright down there. Like,
Yep.
whoa.
It's okay, children, I'm here to help.
Help you die.
Where did
Frida's
Frida
got a
go?
soft spot for kids. In
Where did
case
Frida
y'all
go?
haven't noticed that.
Because they're
Oh.
tender and their bones are soft.
Where did Frida go? Oh, there she is. Okay, so what you see as you come around the corner there... Oh, that was a bit bright. I must have overdone it with the lightning.
Just
I haven't-
like I said, it is bright.
Yes, I have definitely overdone it with the lightning here. Sorry about that. It's the first time I'm using light on Dungeon Draft in this way.
Cool.
As you're coming around the corner there, you can see... I need a different token for that, I realize. Don't think I was anticipating that you would get quite this far tonight, but that's fine. What do I do? I'm going to use...
In your defense, I mitigated like 3 fights by roaring at them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I'm gonna use a different token. I'm gonna use an insectoid token because I don't have anything better at this moment. So I'm gonna put it here, and it's a child sitting there, standing there, and singing, and as you get around the corner, it's a dwarf child. The dwarfs are going, "What are you doing here?"
Is it living?
Well, it's there.
It's existing here at least.
Is it alive?
You want to go
It's
over and take its
saying,
pulse? Be my guest.
"Oh, help! Come and play with me, please help me."
Rainer doesn't see anything yet because he hasn't went around the corner.
Rainer, don't do it. You might have a heart.
Yeah, Frida goes up to the kid, cause God
And
damn
that
it,
was the
Mother
last
Wolf.
time we saw Frida.
It's okay, I'm here to help you. And she goes to pick up the small child.
Go ahead, move your token. The dwarfs will come with you.
I actually will follow because
Small
she's
child.
playing
Yep.
music too. So
Yeah, it's the music part.
And of
roughly
course,
the same size.
in the as you're moving forwards, these walls are dressed with these fluorescent blue algae around you, and among them, maybe because you're not used to the light, you first don't see the tendrils, the fleshy tendrils around here. But then, of course,
They grab me.
they come. So we're
Can't
back
help
into
it.
combat again.
Oh, I can't help
Don't
myself.
look at me. I voted for Kodos.
It's okay. It's the Frida's maternal instincts. She can't help
Frida.
herself with kids.
Now we rolled initiative there. So if you go to the fist thing again.
Right.
Rainer. Rainer, burn this place to the ground, please.
We'll do one better. I'm just gonna banish that demon and call it a day.
Well, go for
Ulm
it.
is first, but Ulm is very far away. I haven't actually added the demon thing. Let's add the demon thing. There we
It's
go.
an insectoid.
It's not really, but never mind. There we go. It's last.
So, has
Lucky
Frida
you.
seen the tentacles yet?
Apparently she has, because the insectoid, the demon moves last. So first is Ulm, but he's way back somewhere else. He's not going to be able to do anything. Celestial is next.
Guess I'm ready and shoot.
You ready to shoot? Go ahead.
Oh. Go to the wrong spot. Oh, there it is. Frick. I was on the wrong one still. Good thing I have 2 different bows. Frick.
Yep. There you go. That's a hit.
The forces of succouring succotash.
You shoot. The arrow goes into a fleshy being on the floor. It takes a point of damage, I suppose.
Well, it hit.
Yep, it did hit.
My job's done.
roll for arrows. Let's see now. Who is?
Oh. Oh no. My poor arrows. They wilt at the sight of the floor.
Exactly. Next is Brennar.
Yeah, so Rainer's kind of coming up short because not enough willpower to cast his Bind Demons. So,
Huh.
you know,
Make a lore check, Brenner.
sure. I think that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I
Get
definitely
yourself
did
some
overdo it with
focuses,
the light.
buddy.
I'm gonna push that.
Why are you making a lore check?
Making a lore check to try and figure out what that ghost is. Because it's
Oh.
obviously not Mega or Marga that we
Right.
met earlier.
Okay, fair enough. I guess you can make you get a willpower for being angry.
Oh, look at that.
you
He's-
get 2 willpower points, and you have
he's
no idea what
destroyed
this
his
is.
wits yet again.
You have
He's
1
be-
point of wits left, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
and I'm gonna
"What
try and
is
keep my
this
wits about
thing?"
me.
What is this thing? It's madness, and maybe you're actually scared of it. Maybe that's the problem here. You have no idea. It's something demonic, I guess.
Actually, question, since I totally failed this, is this where my pride kicks in?
It can be if you want it to be. You are the one who
Nothing.
decide.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Nothing scares me as I've seen Beyond the Veil. I've got to know what this is.
Okay. Roll a d12.
Where do I do that from?
Ooh,
Question mark.
yeah.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Tried some.
Your pride is
Yeah,
in
if
your
you put
bio.
in artifact, you can put D12.
Ah. Oh, so you can just press roll and roll
Yeah.
d12 on the
And put
artifact.
D12 into the artifact listing.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was your.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me testing to see if it would actually roll, and since it comes up a different color, I know it actually
So I
rolled.
put in 12 into the artifact section, you said?
Yeah.
I think it needs to be a D12.
Yeah.
Oh,
d12.
sorry.
You have to declare the die, basically.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, look at that!
3 successes. This is definitely a demon. And I'll give you some more information on that.
Next episode.
Exactly. Might turn out that it was a good idea to do that lore check.
To my point, I go ahead and say to everybody here, it is probably bound here. This is the wrong direction. Leave the kid. You don't want to face this.
The kid, in fact, as you are watching it, is stuck in the ground, if you will. The feet are sort of merged with the fleshy tendrils on the floor.
So it's a fake kid.
Yes, it's a fake kid. It's a decoy kid. It's like the demon has used the kid as a sock puppet, or formed the kid from its own flesh. Biag, your turn.
Am I able to use, I guess, manipulation to convince Frida that of the obvious truth within her? I don't. There's no persuasion, so
Yeah, that's
manipulation, I guess.
Yes, that's manipulation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You succeed.
Yeah.
If Frida wants to resist that, you can roll, but or you can just give her this. It's up to you, Frida.
This is a tendril puppet. You don't want to have anything to do with this right now.
Can I kill it?
No. That's Brainar's insinuating.
You have no idea.
Brainer told you what Brainer told you. If Brainer doesn't want to deal with it, we probably can't do anything about it.
At
I think
least
we
not
should
with
just
better resources.
seal this place up and never come back.
If I walk away, we need to firebomb this place when we're done.
The dwarves
I can't
will be
leave.
like,
I
"What do you
cannot
mean
leave it
fireball?"
alive.
I don't think that the dwarves know what firebomb means, but
I believe the dwarves do know what a fireball means.
or maybe they do. Yes. They will
Unless
be like,
they're suddenly not an industrial race.
kid. But yes. What are you gonna do, Frida? Are you gonna resist Big's manipulation here? Or?
No, I fully believe it. I
So
completely
you're
believe
falling
it's
back.
not a child. At this point, the thought in Frida's mind, because of the new pride I just picked,
Yep. Oh,
Frida doesn't walk away from a fight.
yeah, that's true.
Which is why you use
you don't have-
manipulation to convince you to get away from there.
yeah.
Right.
No, you can move away definitely.
But that's
You're
the thought
react-
process is
I'm gonna have you do a move roll because
The
you're
not
next to the thing.
processes.
she doesn't believe there's a fight she can't win.
If you're moving away, I'm gonna have you do a move roll to
Okay.
get out of there.
I will move away, but she will be determined that
I mean, a pride. So a pride is an asset to you. So when you are in a fight that you don't want to walk away from, when you're doing that, I'm gonna hold this area in a fight for the group. You gain D12s for that. So it can be a very powerful pride for you. If I'm not backing away from a fight was a bad thing for you, that will be a dark secret.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna fight a Balrog without Gandalf. You know, that kind of stuff.
yeah. Okay.
But you put it as a pride, so it's something that will actually fuel you when you fight. So I would say that if you want to invoke that pride here and gain that D12 extra to fight this demon, you could. But I mean, Biag has tried to get you away from there. If you want to move
Right.
away, you can just roll a move roll. To get
And
out.
she
So
trusts enough that if he's saying,
Yeah.
Frida, you can't win this fight,
Yeah, and you succeed. You get away. You get out of range from these fleshy tendrils that are trying to grab you. No, so this pride is an asset for you. You're not foolhardy. You are strong. You're
Okay.
like a wall
Yeah.
for others. That's what it. What it
It's not like
expresses.
you doubled down and took it on both the good and bad spectrums.
Exactly. And so you get away from this particular danger. Whatever is down in those caves, you probably don't want to be there. But looking up towards the north, there is a flight of stairs, and there is a door up there. An iron door.
So what did we learn about doors?
I'm shocked.
So, Milva, any idea what might be behind this door?
She shakes her head. I'm not sure. Could be anything. We haven't seen any trace of the demonic girl yet, and I'm guessing she might be behind it.
We may want to stay away from the demon that's behind us. If it's also using the same guise that she does as a child and has tendrils, they may be of even power.
You're right. I'm at a
She
loss,
may
she says. And she looks at just next to the door, there's some kind of lever, but it's completely rusted and rusted stuck. And as you stand there and you look at the door,
You've made me angry.
Why?
How?
there is no golden stick with a red stone here. I've looked everywhere.
I'm sorry, we were told it was here.
And as you say this, you hear a great big rumble around you. And out from underneath the ground, right in the middle of all of you, explodes a huge abyss worm.
Oh. It's Jerry.
And
You
this
do
one
get bigger.
doesn't look like the other ones, because
It
it
looks
kind of
tainted.
twists and turns around, and as it looks at you, among the fleshy folds, a face appears. It's... you think a woman's face, maybe? And then you realize that the body of this abyss worm, in the folds of it, are covered with faces. Some of them screaming quietly, others crying.
Well, I think I know what happened to everyone that was down here.
And that's an excellent place for us to break for tonight, because I think Chris might be willing to have a look at and participate in what comes next.
I think I know what happened to everyone down here.
See, now if you totally decided to take that, we'd have problems with this.
And that's why I walked away, because we have bigger fights to fight.
Like this one,
Dwarves.
potentially.
Dwarves, move out of the way so Frida can shield bash it into the other demon.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's do that. I'll feed one to the other.
So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. In the
Son
middle
of
of
a
everyone,
bitch.
a much bigger abyss worm than the other two that you saw.
There's
before.
always a bigger worm.
But this one with strange human faces on it.
Now I've totally got to watch Tremors. Thanks.
Anytime.
Or Dune.
Anytime. Now, Tremors is
Dune.
better. Tremors is better for this. Dune, we can wait until the new one comes out, which will be
Tremors and Game of Thrones.
critically amazing, but possibly bomb at the box office.
Well, it's 11 p.m. here on the Atlantic, on the Bay of Fundy, just next to it, in the Atlantic time zone, as we are on. This was our first broadcast on our own channel. How about that? Thanks for anyone who actually tuned in.
Night,
Thanks,
folks.
everyone.
Hey,
And
Thank you.
we'll see you in 2 weeks from now, and I'm sure Chris will be here, and yeah, I
Hopefully
have
we
no
see
idea
some-
how this will end.
hopefully some of our guests rejoin us to watch again.
I hope so.
Yes.
That would be great. All right. And with that, thank you, everybody. And see you next time.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee well.